One of the pieces of feedback that we've gotten probably more than anything else from people who use Ttool is the ability to use it over clothing. There's a variety of reasons why you might want to do that. Somebody has fragile skin. You don't want to have to take somebody's shirt off and get oil all over them and then clean the oil, clean your tool, put clothes back on. You know, there's a time consideration there. So the best surface by far to work over the clothing is the dome because it's so smooth and broad, and you would hold it like how you would use the dome for any other technique. So you just hold it by the rectangular side. And so, you know, maybe you're going to, depending on what, you know, are you a chiropractor, are you a massage therapist, or do you have the ability to manipulate a joint? Like if you were just gonna do a thoracic manipulation, but you wanted to do some soft tissue work for like really quickly, or, you know, if you want to do more soft tissue work again, but not remove the clothing, you just take the tool like this, and then you can do it over the clothing. And this is, you know, you're obviously not going to get the same thing doing it on the skin, but you would be surprised how good this actually feels. It feels better than you would think. And people love this, both for the speed, and it's just a, you know, nice, easy way to do some superficial work and get some skin stimulation, put some novel stimulus into the nervous system. You could work, you know, into the back of the shoulder, get into the lats a little bit. You could do the seated, you could do it prone, obviously. Work in the upper traps. It's very, very nice. You know, when we're talking about the pin and stretch, the ability to use it over clothing in that way on the glutes. And some people, you know, they're really sensitive with their feet. So you could have your patient, for example, put on socks and then work on their foot over the sock. And that actually may be way more tolerable for them than working directly on the skin. And even with that, you know, you could take the flat, the narrow flat, you could work on it like this if you want a little bit more sort of fine-tuned or a little smaller contact area. But this works really great. And another thing, and this is from feedback that we've gotten, is take a towel, and let's say you didn't want to get, you know, put oil, or again, you're concerned with the fragility of the skin. You could just put a towel over the body area and then just work directly over the towel. So you could just do some quick work this way. This works really well seated also if you put it over the upper traps. But those are some of the ways that you could use Ttool over the clothing. Again, if somebody had yoga pants on, you could, you know, work the whole legs. If your patient was seated and you have some neck exposure, for example, you put the towel up here and then you can work all the way up into their neck. So it works great. Again, like I said, if you don't want to have to get oily, if you don't want to have to clean, robe, derobe, great use of Ttool using the dome over clothing.